All right, all right, all right. Howdy, y'all. How we doing tonight? I do so hope that y'all are well. God bless you all. God is love, and y'all are loved by God. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastically blessed and beautiful night out there. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again to another No Lander Gaming Live broadcast. Here we go. Let's go, guys. We are here with the GTRC Gran Turismo racing community. For y'all that don't know, now you know. And this is the GT4 Champion Series Round 3 at Trail Mountain. This is the Pro-Ams class, and comms will be done by yours truly, No Lander Gaming. Welcome, 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 y'all, to the stream. Let us bust out and give you a little bit of racing information. When we go to the live screen, you'll have to say beautiful goodbye to this here beautiful mug. Oh. All right, all right, all right, guys. So this will be a 1 hour long endurance race here at Trail Mountain today. Should be some really good racing. These guys have had some really good racing um, over the past 2 rounds. It's good to be back with you all again. I do apologize to the GTRC and to the racers and to the sponsors, Apex Racing Team. So, also, do so much appreciate the sponsors and Apex Racing Team. Absolutely appreciate you and Mr. GT45 Gaming, as well as all of the fine graphics you are seeing here done by Mr. High Pre. So thank you to the sponsors and to Mr. High Pre and to all you ladies and gentlemen behind the scenes that do your thing week in and week out and make these things really pop. So thank you all to you as well. So now we are going to have 3 times tire and 4 times fuel for this race, and racing mediums are the only tires that these racers are allowed to use for this race. Again, being a 1 hour long endurance race, not such a bad thing that it's on mediums. And we will have 10 minutes of qualifying time, which tire and fuel wear will be consistent during qualifications. Now, just having a little bit of a look myself here at who we have on track. And it does look as though we're missing a few drivers this week. That is all right. That is all right. We will proceed. They do have still a little bit of time, so perhaps we may still see a few of the drivers coming in, and that'd be great. Why again did it say I was stinking on track? Yeah, 10 minutes left, guys. So we have, and it's put me back on track again. Guys, if you're watching this, if you're watching this, it keeps continuously putting me on track. Now, I can still spectate and whatnot, but I'm going to be sitting in the pits for the race. There's nothing I can do about it. I will do it once again just to show you. I am. There we go. There we go. I do so apologize about that, guys, if that messed anybody up. I don't know what I was thinking. So now, guys, we do have Mr. GT45 covering the pro division of the GTRC. He is live as well, has just gone live. So if you're here, uh, great. I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you. But if you would take the time to go ahead and go on over to GT45 Gaming's page on Facebook and give them a like, give the guy a share. Tell him Nolander says howdy and best wishes to all in life and on track for that race. So, now, that being said, you're more than welcome back. All right, all right, all right. So we have about 10 minutes left before qualifications will begin. And unfortunately, I don't have any standings for you guys at this time. I do so hope that that will be remedied next week so that we can provide you guys with a little bit more information on what is going on with your league here at the GTRC, again, sponsored by Apex's Racing Team and Mr. GT45 Gaming. So, we do also thank Hypre for the wonderful graphics that you will see throughout your broadcast this afternoon. And we do all welcome and appreciate all viewers. This will be a family-friendly broadcast. So, guys, for interviews, keep that in mind, please. This is a family-friendly broadcast. So, which generally is not ever a problem, and we are so very grateful for it. Thank you. Now, we'll go back over the information again for anyone who is just tuning in to the stream. And we will say hello and all that sorts of goodness here rather shortly. So, again, we are here for a 1 hour endurance race with the GTRC, again, sponsored by Apex's Racing Team and GT45 Gaming. And all of your wonderful graphics here done by Hypre. And we will have 3 times tire wear and 4 times fuel wear for this. Now, medium compound of tire will be the only compounds available for these racers on track. So, now that being said, yo, good evening, Mr. Trucks, Alpha Wolf Gaming coming in. Also, evening, buddy, evening, and Mr. Brandon Schultz. Appreciate y'all. Howdy, Brandon. How are you, buddy? How are you? Brandon, appreciate that the heart and the share. Alpha Wolf Gaming coming in with the heart as well, and Mr. Trucks coming in also with the big old like on the stream. Thank y'all. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again to another live stream from your Nolander Gaming doing comms once again, and we do so love to do our comms. This is a whole lot of fun. In fact, it's almost as much fun as being on track myself. Not quite as much, though. Many of you know that I am also a sim racer myself, and we are working on getting better. Now, obviously, I don't have the screen up for you, ladies and gentlemen, just yet. Michael, appreciate the thumbs up on the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, howdy. Y'all are a bunch of totally awesome.
Awesome.
All-stars. Appreciate you guys. All right, all right, all right, guys. We got about 7 minutes, maybe 5 minutes before quali will start. Now, again, what I was saying about y'all not being able to see the screen, I can see the screen, and I am seeing a fair bit of glitching around on track, and I do so hope that remedies itself, or I hope that they go ahead and reset the lobby before the race starts, because at this present time, it's looking a little crazy. So, Brandon, if you're still listening, buddy, that may end up being something you may want to consider. Just refreshing the lobby. Speaking of which, really quickly, I'm going to back out and clear my cache real quick, guys. You guys can't see that, but I just wanted everybody to know who's in the stream. I will be right back. Apparently, I can't do that. Maybe I could have done it from in there. I wasn't even looking. Oops, oops, oops. That's not the spot. That's not the way. That's not the way you do that, no, Landa. All right, all right, all right. All temporary files have been deleted. Cache is clear, and we will join right back up in there. Bam. There we go. We'll get back into our spectating mode. Nala coming in also with a big old like on the stream. What's going on? What's going on? Who's fast? He says. Michael's saying, asking me who's fast. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll get in here. And we'll get all of our information on for y'all. And then what we will do is we will go ahead and switch over to your live screen so y'all can just get a look. 10 people looks like today. Yeah, copy that, my guy. Copy that. No worries, man. No worries. We will proceed as we do. It's understandable. Life happens. Sometimes you make every effort to be there, and it's just not possible sometimes. So totally understandable, and no worries, my guy. No worries. Hey, Brandon, I didn't get here. I don't think I can scroll back through the chat. And I forget. Are we doing PSN names or nicknames for this? Apologies. I forget stuff like that. Well, my guy, to answer your question, Michael, all these guys are fast. But they all have their good days and their bad days. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I can tell you there are a couple of guys that stand out when you say that, when you ask that, who's fast. And I'll tell you, Mr. Trone Colby is fast, uh, and Apex's Bar 27 is fast. Um, Tagger 2X is also fast. And like I said, these guys are all fast. It's just some of them are a little bit faster than others. Now, if you were going to ask me who I thought possibly might end up on podiums tonight, then that would be my answer to you. That's why I gave those three names, because I do know that they are all rather quick. So again, absolutely appreciate each and every one of y'all being here. And let us go ahead and get directly into the goodness of this. And I do apologize as I move around to operate my PC. My voice does get a bit on the quiet side, guys. I am working diligently to try to remedy this issue. As y'all know, I've just gone out and purchased a whole new mic system, boom stand, everything, trying to get this all dialed in for y'all. And most of the time it works pretty all right, but it doesn't always work pretty all right. So that being said, we're going to work with what we've got, and as long as I sit right here just like this, so we're good. And that's why I've moved the mic to the other side now. As you can see, there's not so much of it in the way of your camera view and whatnot, which we're going to get rid of that anyhow right now. All right, all right, all right. Whoa. Okay, so the room is being prepared. Refresh the lobby before qualifying. Oh my boy, howdy. So once we get in there and I get that all important spectator button coming back to me, we will get you guys a bit of a look-sees on track at your racers this evening. And the crowd goes wild, baby. Wow. Oh. Again, I am rather confident that this race will be totally and completely
Awesome!
indeed, indeed. Whew, apologies. Whilst we're waiting for the room to finish preparing, it is rather taking a minute, but I do see some things happening. I don't think she's quite glitched out. I think it's just taking its sweet old time. Oh, nope. Host is into the game. So, no worries. We will give him just a minute to get that restarted. That lobby, as I said earlier, did seem to be a little bit on the glitchy side, but that could just be Gran Turismo 7, right? Because we all know that these issues still do exist, and we are, as league operators and commentators and streamers, doing all that we can to work around those remaining issues. And we do rather implore PD to get in there and fix some stuff for us, guys. We still need replays as well. Replays really, really make these things go off a whole lot better. We would appreciate that, and we would definitely, certainly appreciate some more stable lobbies, please, from your community. We're asking you to remedy these last couple few bits that are going on. From my understanding, guys, there is a apologies. There is a an update coming when the PSVR 2 comes out, and I do believe, if my memory serves me, that the date for that to happen, whoopsies, is February 22nd, and there's supposed to be an update coming out on that day. So, we hope so. And hopefully they have implemented the replays for us, because man, it's just uh, it's it's just so wonderful to be able to go back, just click, hit a little button, go back. You missed an incident on track, and bam, replay at this position. And it really is nice. Okay, all right, all right, all right. So I can't go into spectating mode, and I'm guessing that that's just because nobody's on track for me to spectate, I guess. There we go. Yep, that was the case. Oh, and it kicked me back out as soon as that person had left the track. All right, all right, all right. Anyhow, y'all, again, we are here with the GTRC for round 3 of the GT4 Championship Series. So, Trail Mountain, going to be a fun one, guys. Really fun track. Again, we have a tire wear of ×3 and a fuel wear of ×4. So now, if you are unaware of what that means that for every 3 times they go around the track, it will actually count as 1 time. Uh, for every, apologies. My dyslexia kicked in again. Or dyslexia, excuse me, apologies. Okay, so every 1 time they go around the track, it will actually count as 3 laps of tire wear. For every 1 lap they go around the track, it will count as 4 times your tire wear. So that is what we mean when we say tire wear is set at times 3 and fuel wear is set at times 4. Again, this is an endurance race lasting a duration of 1 hour here this afternoon. And again, we are here with the GTRC, sponsored by Apex's Racing Team and Mr. GT45 Gaming. So, again, for y'all that didn't catch it, Mr. GT45 Gaming is live covering the pro division with the GTRC as well. So, if y'all are in here and you're looking to see a race that has a pro driver in it, you will want to go over to Mr. GT45 Gaming stream and say hello. Tell him howdy from No Lander. Give him a big old like, and them shares really, really do count for a lot, guys. They really, really do. So, thank you all very kindly for the likes and the shares on the stream. Thank you. We're going to just do something here rather quickly. And come on. Hang on, guys. I still haven't got this quite situated to where I can reach everything from one position. It's so hard because I got two little end tables to work with, and that's it. I mean, I've got my laptop, sound equipment, wires and controllers, and definitely some fun, good stuff, y'all. But we absolutely, thoroughly, and totally, and completely enjoy it. And we certainly hope that y'all do too. Now, that being said, as I stated, qualifications have not yet begun. So I am going to go and refresh my coffee cup, and I will be back in approximately 15 to 20 seconds. All right, y'all. Okay, coffee cup refreshed. It's cold, it turned off, but we don't mind. It's wet in our mouth, and we like that. It helps us to be able to speak. Okay, then. Okay, I know what's going on now. So, if y'all are there and y'all are watching, please bear with me. We don't have any game audio. So, I'm going to remedy that for y'all right now. Give me just a second. A little streamer magic for y'all. That ain't magic, it's just the workings. Just the workings, just the workings. And there you are. We now have audio for you guys. I am going to turn the car sound down. Okay. And please feel free up in the chat. Let me know. Okay. Okay. Okay, copy that. I'll just go with that. I'll just call him Mr. Snipe. All right, all right. Well, that's good information to know, guys, because Mr. Michael was in here asking who in here was fast, and that man is definitely on the list. Bo Snipe is really quick, very efficient racer, and I do expect to see him do well here tonight for certain. So, guys, please let me know, you guys, gals that are up in the lobby. Let me know, please. How is the audio for you guys? Am I coming in clearly? Do you guys have game audio? Because the only way for me to check that is actually to turn the volume up on my phone, which messes up the volume for the stream, so it wouldn't sound right for me anyhow. So, if y'all could do so, please let me know how the game audio sounds. Can you hear the cars well enough? And can you hear me well enough? Do just a little bit as far as the game audio goes. I can turn the cars up or down. As far as my audio goes, everything is 100% cranked up, and I can't get it any louder. The only thing that I can do is talk a whole louder and just stay close to my mic like this. This is why I have moved the mic to the other side. It's now not in my way when I do my daily streams. When I do my daily streams, it's getting to the point now to where it's only like two or three regular streams of mine a week. In fact, we're doing more comms a week than we are regular streams, which it's totally cool with me. I quite enjoy doing both of them, and I rather enjoy helping out these guys with their leads. Absolutely love calling comms with these guys. Again, this is the Gtrc. This is round 3 at Trail Mountain, and this is the GT4 Championship Series, as you can see there across the banner on the bottom of your screen. So, sponsors also Apex's Racing Team and Mr. G45 Gaming. A big, huge thanks to him as well. He is your other broadcaster. He is broadcasting live on Facebook as well as we speak for the Pro Division. So, big ol' to that man and those guys. We do so appreciate them as well, and we absolutely wish them the very best in life and on track. All right. So we got us a little audio here. Let us go ahead and get you a look at some of the fellas other than Mr. Joan Colby that is on track right now. We've been on his car for a minute. Just get back in here and turn your racing information on for y'all. That gives you a bit of an idea. Okay, here we go. Let's get rid of that. Though myself, I much prefer to have that on. So we're getting a look here at Type R. Also another very fast driver, guys. He also does very well in these races. And so we're going to get a look at all of your racers on track this evening. We have, this is Bo Snipe, guys. This is Bo Snipe. And he currently is the fastest man on track with a 2-minute 0.096 lap. And I can tell you what, that's rather cruising. Now, he is in the Lexus. He is also pulling purples again. Now, I think I'm pretty sure that I don't think that this is qualifying yet, guys. I stepped out of the room to refresh my coffee cup, and he may have started that. I don't think so, but even if he hasn't, even if it is qualifying, no worries. Very nearly. And if you look at those times on the right-hand side of your screen there, so we do have drivers just pulling off to the side of the road here. Well, we got one driver kind of in the middle of the road there. This may very well actually be qualifying, guys, because these drivers are just getting out of the way of the rest of the drivers on track. Now, we do have a few drivers missing this week, unfortunately, but we do understand that real life happens, right? Sometimes unforeseen circumstances do happen. So, best wishes and hope everything's all right with those guys. So it looks as though we have Formula One here on track, and it looks as though he will be the last person coming around to put in a final qualifying time this afternoon. So, once again, if you are just tuning in, we are here with the Gtrc, sponsored by Apex's Racing Team and Mr. GT45 Gaming, as well as all of your wonderful graphics that you see right now. Currently, you're just seeing the ones down at the bottom of the screen are provided by Hypre. So thank you all to the sponsors, and thank you to Mr. Hypre for the fantastic job that he does. And this is the Pro-Am division, round 3 at Trail Mountain. This is the GT4 Championship Series, guys. I will be your commentator, No Lander Gaming, and I certainly appreciate y'all being here, watching, tuning in, cheering on your favorite racer. And we certainly appreciate the likes and the shares that y'all help us out with too. Thank y'all very kindly. Y'all are just totally
Awesome!
Crowd says we love the GTRC. There we go. Man, it's such like as hard as I try, guys. As hard as I try, it's just like, oh my goodness, the tangled mess of all the dude. You talk about, you hear people talk about cable management and whatnot. Oh boy, howdy, here we go, guys. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We are on your starting line. It will be Bo Snipe in P1, Apex's Bar in P2. Here we go, Unseen Throne in P3, Trone Colby in P4, Tagger 2X in P5, Type R in P6, Magic Man. Sorry, guys, I do apologize. There we go. Trying to get a good look at the whole track here. We got Bo out in front. Ooh, Magic Man getting a little wide. They're going to have to cut it real short. Goes onto the grass and holds onto it. Oh, well done there from him. That's going to allow Chip Reese to get through. Whoop, a little bump there onto Formula One. We got Bandit making it around as well. So your leader is Bo Snipe. And his name currently says Raymond. So that's really funny. Oh man, boy howdy. So it looks like Magic Man having a little bit of latency issues there. So they're off to a really great clean start. Congratulations, racers. Fantastic start from these guys. I'm going to back us out really, really quickly because there we go. Now we have all of our views available to us. Ooh, we got a race going on here. We've got a race going on here, boys and girls. Unseen Throne and that's Tone Colby and Unseen Throne. With Type R falling closely behind. We got a race right here at the back of the pack. All these guys keeping it nice and tight and clean. Let's go, y'all. Absolutely fantastic racing. Unfortunately, we do still have one driver that appears to be having a little bit of a connectivity issue. But I'll tell you this, your leader right now in Mr. Bo Snipe, or Ray Finkel as it says there, 3.4, 3.5 seconds in the lead now. So this man's absolutely flying right now. Apex's bar also starting to open up just a little bit of a gap on Unseen Throne here. Half a second ahead of him as it stands. But this is where the battle is right now, guys. We're going to stay right here. We're going to stay right on Trone Colby because he's right in the middle of these guys. So you can see them all just kind of getting dialed in, getting into a comfortable state, and just trying to catch the man in front of them one car at a time, huh, guys? So this will be a 1 hour long endurance race. The racing medium tires will be the only tire available for use for these racers here this evening. We got Trone Colby taking a look on the inside of Unseen Throne. He's going to get that move done. Well done there by Trone. Moves him up into P3. We are currently just on lap 2, so lots of racing going. Type R closing up really quickly to Unseen Throne there, and Tagger 2X as well back there are really close. So these guys all keeping it really close behind. Now Apex's bar with a 1 second lead over Trone Colby. Trone having just gotten around Unseen Throne there at the beginning of lap 2. Or very end of lap 1. No, it was the beginning of lap 2. We're now into lap 3. And boom, lap 3. So Trone Colby putting in his fastest time there. Obviously, because it was at the end of lap 2, right? So just doing a little commentating stuff, guys. We'll let you get a listen to those wonderful race cars on track. So Trone now closing up the gap on Bar. Bar did have a 1 second lead over Trone. Trone has now cut that in half. And now it's Trone with the 1.1 second gap over Unseen. So we're going to bounce back here to Unseen because Unseen has Type R and Tagger 2X all over his business. We do have Unseen also, unfortunately, with a half-second penalty, and that is likely going to cost him both of those positions as a half-second penalty generally ends up turning out to be a full second of time lost on the racetrack until you can get back up to speed. Yo, Mr. Paul Blomstrom coming in. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. And Stephen Gay, hey, appreciate the share, man. Joe, appreciate the like. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right, all right, all right. Whoa, what did we miss? Drone now with a 2.5 second. Wow, that was really quick. Drone with the 2.5 second gap over Type R here. Let's get a look. Oh boy, and Apex getting it wrong. That was perfect timing. Apex going to do as best as he can to get that car back on track, and he does without causing another incident, but it drops him all the way back down into P8. Very unfortunate for him. That's going to allow Trone Colby up into P2. And Type R up into P3. Apologies, I have to take notes during this stuff because my memory is just about as useful as an elevator in an outhouse, if you get my meaning. It works about as well as one too. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm really a big fan of Taggart2X's liveries. He always has the Wounded Warrior Project logo on his car, and if y'all didn't know, the Wounded Warrior Project, we support it throughout every one of our broadcasts. Now, I absolutely do not have an issue with supporting another organization for the leagues if they want to do special events or whatnot. But as far as my streams go, if there's not another one that is chosen, I will be choosing, and always have since day one here at No Lander Gaming, with the Wounded Warrior Project. Very near and dear to me, and they do fantastic work. So you can, at any point in time during the broadcast or even after the broadcast, donations can be made to the Wounded Warrior Project. But it appears that it did not work on this stream. So if you would like to, you can go directly to their page if you really want to, or you can go back to my last stream or the next stream and do it then. No worries. But Taggart2X, 1.1 second behind Type R now. Now, we do have a bit of a battle going on here. Formula One and Formula One and Bar all over the back of Formula One. That's who it is. Bar in P7 is going to look to the outside. Little bit of rub there. Not bad, not bad. That does allow Magic Man to close the gap, though, on them. Woo-wee! Formula One getting a little bit sideways there. And apologies, I did just hear my voice get louder because I looked directly into it. Yo, we got Ghost Viper Gaming in the house, y'all. Hey, let's go. Totally.
Awesome.
All right. Hey, thank you, Mr. Ghost Viper Gaming, for the like on the stream. All right, all right, all right. So Magic Man in P8, Chip Reese in P9. We got Bandit Zeke in P10. That's what I thought. So we got Bo Snipe here, as it says on here, Ray Finkel, 7.3 seconds ahead of Trone Colby, who is currently running in P2. Now, Trone has himself a pretty comfortable lead, doesn't allow much room for any kind of mistake, but a 2.5 second lead over Type R, who is currently in P3. Type R, pretty dang old quick guy, really he is. And I can also tell you that your fastest lap currently is Bo Snipe or Ray Finkel here. So he is putting on a show for us. Let me tell you what, because for a racing lap to be that quick, he's flat out on the move. I can tell you, man's got his foot to the floor. All right, all right. Let's get back to some battles here. We got one going on here. We got Tagger 2X all over the back of Type R. So Tagger closing up that gap. Keep an eye on this here real quick. We do have another four-way battle back here between Barr. Now, Barr has gotten around Formula One. And we have Magic Man right there in the mix as well as Mr. Chip Reese. So these four gentlemen all pretty close. Oh, Magic Man picking up a 0.5 second penalty there. That's going to hurt him and allow for Mr. Chip Reese to get around him, very likely. Oh, yeah, he's got the run. Here he goes here. That's going to put Chip Reese up into P8. Good stuff right there. Formula One getting it all sorts of slideways all over this track. Boy, he is just out here having himself a racing drifting competition. Yo, Steven, appreciate the like on the stream. Howdy, howdy, how are you doing? Oh, apologies, guys. Do so hope that you and yours are doing well. All right. So now we've got that Barr is got a 3.1 second gap over the three behind him in Formula One Chip Reese and Magic Man in 7th, 8th, and 9th. And then we have a battle up here with Taggart 2, Type R, and Unseen are all quite closely grouped together, as well as Trone Colby up into P2 with a 2.9 second lead over Type R, who's currently in P3. Again, Ray Finkel here. Ooh, he's got himself a full second penalty. Not sure what happened there, but I'll tell you this. It's not going to hurt him real bad because he's got an 8.2 second lead over the rest of the field here this afternoon. So, again, this is a 1 hour long endurance race. So that was an 8.5. Now is a 6.7, 6.6. So you can see how much he's really lost, about 2 seconds of racing time. 2 and 2.2 racing time from his lead on Trone Colby. So he was at 8.5 seconds ahead of Trone Colby, and now he's only 6.1 seconds ahead of Trone Colby. So Trone absolutely benefiting from that penalty on Ray Finkel there. All right, here's a little bit of a potential upcoming battle right here between these three, but I'm going to go back here because this is a battle going on. Chip Reese and Magic Man. Magic Man are really trying to reel in Chip Reese, but Chip looking really good today. Look at that, using every inch of the track. Fantastic, beautiful lines there by Chip Reese tonight. Chip's looking good tonight, let me tell you what. And Bandit still flipping along, love the green car. This guy's always he just don't quit. I love it. So now Ray Finkel leading your race with a 6.3, well, now 6.1 second gap over P2's Trone Colby. We got Type R in P3 with Tagger 2X still all over him. Now, I can imagine this being a 1 hour long endurance race that Tagger 2X is simply just saving fuel and tires by staying behind Type R. For the time being, there's a lot of racing left, and there's no reason to over push your car. So, Type R in the Genesis and Tagger in that Toyota Supra. We got Unseen Throne just behind them, just 1 second off from this pack, and he's in the Ferrari. Rather nice looking livery for the it's just simple. It's a different set of color choices. One that I would not ever probably have made myself, but I gotta say that's a fantastic looking livery. So well done to whomever has made that. So now Barr, just really getting back into the groove of things. Barr had himself at the end of lap two. Oh no. Apologies. On lap four, had himself a bit of an unfortunate incident, and he spun himself out, hit the wall, and dropped from P2 back into P8, but has since then gained 2 positions and put on an 8.6 second gap over Magic Man, who's now taken that position away from Mr. Chip Reese, and gained quite a bit of time over him too. 1.8, 1.9 second now lead over Chip Reese. Formula One about the same exact distance behind Chip Reese as what Chip is behind Magic Man. And we again have Mr. Bandit Zeke here holding up the latter half of the pack here for us tonight. But still, absolutely flying along. You can see there from the time that he has fallen behind, and from the damage on the car, he's had himself an incident or two that has put him in that position. But he does know that this is a 1 hour long race, and he is continuing on, keeping on, as we like to say here at No Lamber Gaming. All right. Let's get a look back at your leader. In fact, we should have, and we'll do it later. We'll get you guys an onboard lap with your race leader here shortly. Now, again, keep in mind that we're on a 3 times tire wear and 4 times fuel consumption for this hour-long endurance race here at Gtrc. Again, sponsored by Apex Racing Team and Mr. GT45 Gaming. Again, your graphics that are done here are done by High Free. So thank y'all. So Ray opening up that lead to from 6.3 to a 7.2 now over Trone Colby, who currently sitting quite comfortably in P2. He's got a 4.5 second lead over Type R. Ooh, boy, howdy. Glad we went back to this. We got us a battle here. Unseen, getting around. Oh, man, perfect timing. Getting around Tagger 2X there. And Unseen really doing a fantastic job in that Ferrari. Not an easy car to drive. It just isn't. It is a mid-engine car, and the mid-engine cars can be rather tricky to get the hang of in driving. Now, I can also say that, ooh boy, Unseen getting right over the back of Type R, and really has to brake hard to avoid clipping the back end of him. Also had to brake hard there to avoid some contact as well. But these 3 right here, this is where your race is right now. And if these guys will quit battling amongst themselves, they could catch up Trone Colby in front of him because Trone is running away with this race, such as Ray. There's a 13-second gap between um, first place to third place where these guys are at. So if they continue to battle, they're never going to catch those guys up in front of them. But I can understand. I get it. I mean, especially if the person in front of you is clipping along at a little bit of a slower rate than you want, or that you can do. You do kind of want to get that position, but you just gotta have to make sure that you do it in a time where it's not going to cost anybody time, such as right now during these long straight stretches. And there he goes, Unseen, going to try to take that position, that P3 position, away from Type R, and he is going to have the inside for this next corner coming up here. Let's see. Oh, and look at that! Wow, what a fantastic move that was. It's just a pinch. But Type R, wow, what a battle this is. Oh my, wow. Boy, howdy, let me tell you what, y'all, that was some fantastic battling by these three. An Unseen Throne managed just to stay out in front of these guys. These guys swapped positions twice during that little exchange. All three of them taking the lead at one point in time and then falling back in their respective positions where they currently set. But Unseen get just a smidge of a gap there, and that power in that Ferrari. But all the while this is happening, you see Apex's bar back there creeping up onto the back of these guys as they're battling out. That's allowing for Bar, even though he doesn't have anybody to draft with, that is allowing for Bar to close the gap on these guys. We do have our first pit in the form of Mr. Chip Reese coming into the pit stops currently. So, any more battling going on? I don't see. Apologies, I'm kind of flicking through here. This is the battle right here, guys. This is pretty much it for the time being. They've all kind of spread out a little bit, except for these three. These three really all over one another. Tagger having been all over the back of Type R this entire race, has managed to snag the position once or twice. As he's going to attempt to do again here down this long straightaway. Now, I can tell you that I believe that Supra has got what it takes to get around this Genesis. But I don't know, really. This is the GR4 cars, so they're slightly different. But he does appear to have the inside well and truly taken care of. And yes, he does. Tagger 2X now pulling in to P4 and snagging that position away from Type R. So great battling between these guys. Now, as you can see there, the little bit of battle that was going on between Type R and Tagger 2, the type of lead it's allowed Unseen Throne, or gap rather, it's allowed Unseen Throne to get, working himself up to a 1.1 second lead over these guys. But again, guys, here comes bar 27, Apex's bar 27 in the background now, guys. Now with just a 3.3 second gap between himself and Type R. Now, will we see Apex's bar just try to get right around him as soon as he gets to him? Or will these two gentlemen racers work together a little bit? I don't know. Time will tell, but I can tell you what now, Bar really looking all sorts of super smooth since he had that first little bit of an incident. Probably just some pre-race jitters and myself, I kind of tend to get those out of the way by having a little bit of spin out or something at the very beginning of a race, and then or during qualifying. Yahaya, I hope I got that right. Very much appreciate the follow. Thank you. Welcome to No Lander Gaming. Appreciate you. That's totally.
Awesome!
Awesome. 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 Aw Thank you for the follow. All right, guys. So now, Type R falling back from Tagger about a second. I'm telling you, here comes Barr now. He's got that down to a 2.8 second. Now, Unseen Throne and Tagger 2X having a battle here. Really nice. Really nice. Well done by Unseen Throne there. That was fantastic. And that's how that car likes to handle like that. That Ferrari really likes to just kick sideways on you and you just hold it. Just hold it and power out. Not too much power, but you power out a little bit and you're generally good to go. So now Unseen's going to move his way up into P2 and Barr's going to move his way up into P3 because second place is Trone Colby is coming into the pits as well as Tagger and Type R coming into the pits. Now, Trone managing to save a lot more fuel than these other guys, as you can see there on your left-hand side of your screen. Trone managing to save a considerable amount of fuel there. So now I can't. Yeah, we are approximately just at the halfway point on this race. Lap 14 is where he pitted at. End of lap 4. No, at the end of lap 13, rather. So, approximately 16 more laps will remain. Now, Trone manages to get his pit stop done and still come out into P4. So, looking really, really good now because your leader, your top 3 positions have yet to pit. So, now that being said, let's see, Trone is approximately 50 some odd seconds behind the leader. So, that would suggest to me that Ray Finkel here, your leader, or Bo Snipe, will be able to get his pits done, get his tires, and get more fuel in that car and get back on track and still have himself a decent lead of, I'm going to say, at least 5 seconds. He now has an 18.9 second, about to be 19 seconds, there it is, 19-second lead over Unseen Throne. So, and that's growing quickly. Like, he's on the move in that Lexus. He is working that Lexus. Really good car, by the way, guys. So, let us see here quickly. We do have Barr having now caught back up to Unseen Throne. So, Barr having himself an exceptional race. Barr, that first incident at the end of lap 4, unintended. So, that worked out well. I hadn't planned that. I hadn't planned that, Barr. Oh, Unseen getting the Ferrari just a pinch sideways there and ends up slapping the wall, causing him a little bit of damage. Isn't going to hurt him too bad because he's going to end up having to pit, as well as Barr is going to have to pit, and your leader will have to pit this go round. So now when your leader comes back out on the track, I'll give you a bit of a rundown. He's going into pits now. I'll give you a bit of rundown on the track for you here tonight in Trail Mountain. So now Apex's Barr is 22 seconds behind, has gotten around Unseen Throne there, as you've just seen, Unseen clipping the wall just a little bit there. We'll see what kind of, so now Barr just now and Unseen just now coming in to the pits behind him. We'll see what kind of lap that gives him. Apologies. We'll see what kind of gap that gives him to Trone Colby here after he comes out of the pits. And, whoa. Oh. Like that switch. Whatever. It's a glitch, guys. Don't worry about it. Ray is still in P1, I can assure you. Getting himself a full tank of fuel. Oh, okay. Bit longer of a pit delta time than what I was expecting. We now have a new race leader, y'all, but I really don't think he's got the fuel to make it for the entire rest of the race. He's got the tires to do it. He's just come out of the pits, but I really don't see him having enough. So now Ray coming out 5.9 seconds, 6 seconds now behind Trone Colby, but new race leader on lap 16, Trone Colby. But you can see that time dropping really, really quickly. Bo's on the hunt, and that, I'm telling you, that time is dropping really, really fast, guys. He's taken a second off that time already. And again, I think that's probably due to the fact that Trone is doing a lot of fuel saving right now. Because if he doesn't want this to be a two-stop, he's going to have to. He doesn't have a choice in the matter. But, so we've got Tagger here, who has gotten around Apex's bar again. Not entirely sure how or when that happened. But we got Trone Colby leading the race for now. Ray Finkel in P2, Taggart 2X in P3, Apex's bar in P4, Unseen Throne in P5, Type R here in P6, Magic Man in P7, Formula One in P8. We've got Chip Reese in P9 and Bandit Zeke here in P10. Bandit having also just come out of the pits. So Trone Colby managing to keep that lead at 5.8 seconds thus far for, now it's actually growing now. So Trone potentially a little bit quicker through this portion. You could see Ray coming in the background there. But that time still growing for Trone. So Trone having himself a fantastic race tonight. Now, here's Tagger 2X and Bar, and this is going to be our first potential battle on the field thus far. We do have Unseen Throne and Type R behind them, but they're a little bit further spread out. From what I'm looking at here, probably about maybe 2.5 seconds, maybe even 3 seconds between the two of them. Okay, nearly 3 seconds, yeah. 2.9 seconds between those two. But we're going to get back onto these guys and give you a little look-sees at what Bar's seeing in front of him. Now, he's trying to chase down Tagger 2X, which I can tell you, he's pretty quick. He's pretty quick because I know Bar's quick too. So these guys, a potential battle to incur here rather shortly. See the both of them there taking very similar and very clean lines. Barr closing up the gap there through that braking zone. Well, oh, he's gonna be in a position to make a move right here. He is well within the draft. So let's see if he opts to try to take the position here. I would imagine that he will try to close up this gap even more through these coming sets of curves, and he will, and close up the gap a little bit more through right here. Boy, all over him now. Look at that. Bumper to bumper, I'm telling you what. Backs it off just a little bit there. So Barr falling behind just a little bit, unable to maintain that closeness to Taggart 2X to be able to make the move. Ooh, little wall rub there. He cut it a little bit tight, does Barr. Let's get a look here. Trone still with a 5.8 second gap over Ray Finkel here. And that's exactly what it was at the last time we looked at these guys. So you can see Trone up there in front of him, but Ray having a tough time trying to close him up, trying to close that distance. Trone, ultra smooth driver. Wow, something else I was unaware of. Like, I've just become aware of something. Oh, okay, never mind, never mind. Wow, so Trone doing a fantastic job. Oh, wow, okay, yeah, I have just become aware of something. So very good. Let's see here. So that BMW's got 7 gears, guys. I had no idea. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, all right, all right. But still with the 5.9 second gap. So exactly where it's been the last couple of laps. So Trone doing a fantastic job of maintaining that gap right now. Here we're getting a look at Ray Finkel here in P2. He's got a 21-second lead over Taggart 2X here in P3. And here's your battle, guys. We're going to stay with this for the time being. We're just going to watch this beautiful little battle, this little dance that these guys are having. Absolutely graceful little dance they're got going on for the time being until we see a battle being produced somewhere else on the racetrack. This is where we belong, right here, right now. So Taggart doing a little bit of signaling here with the caution lights on. and perhaps that's unintentional and perhaps it's not. Look at these guys, man, just matching each other's points of apex and their clipping points. Slightly different line there now. Slightly different line there from Barr, and that allows Barr to really close that gap up again. Change that line up just a little bit, but didn't change it up on the next corner. So Man, what a race these two are having. Tagger and Barr, and I gotta say, thus far for the race, as far as the race goes, if I had to call your driver of the day right now, it would definitely be Apex's Bar 27, and I'll tell you why. Now, don't get me wrong, Trone and Ray Finkel are definitely having a great race, but here's my reasons for that. At the end of lap 4, or on lap 4, Barr had himself a bit of a spin out, tagged the wall, put him clear back into 8th place, and now he's worked his way all the way back up and is battling for that podium position again. And he had a fight on his hands to get here, let me tell you. So definitely, if I had to call it now, definitely driver of the day would belong to Apex's Bar 27 for sure. The man's cooking. He's having a fantastic race. Again, bar the incident on lap 4. Man, what a battle these two are having. Yep, and you can see there, Barr, very intelligent young driver he is. Opting, and this is why Barr is still in the position he's in. He's not trying to pass Tagger. You can see there he was actually bump drafting with them. They just don't want Unseen and Type R catching them. They want this battle to remain between these two for the rest of this race, which we've got about 18 minutes left to go in this race. So about 9 laps as they're running 2 minute 1, 2 minute 2 second laps. Ooh, Tagger 2X tagging the wall there just a little bit, not real hard, but you can see Barr creeping right back up onto him and is just going to bump draft him right on down the road again. So these two clearly working together, and that is most certainly wise racing, because I can tell you right now, Barr's saving himself some fuel and he's saving himself some tire to get around him at the end. Now, this is what I was afraid of right here. Trone having to go ahead and take a pit stop, and whoop, Ray has continued on. Best lap right there. Ray with a 2 minute point 7:01 race lap, guys. He is absolutely flying. He's got approximately 8 laps to go remaining in this race, as we're just now approaching the 16-minute mark left of this race. Now, Trone, being in the pits, has dropped back to P5 thus far, but your current race leader, again, Ray Finkel. Now, Barr taking the position from Tagger 2X has now worked his way back up into P2, the same position he was in when he had the previous incident on lap 4. So, Apex's Barr, I'm telling you what, man, having himself a fantastic race. And aside from that incident, he could very well be fighting for first place right now. He's he's pulling purples right now and is ahead by 0.3 of a second on Ray Finkel's fastest lap time currently. So Apex's Barr really on the move. He's actually opened up a 1.3 second gap now over Tagger 2X. So Apex's Barr doing exactly what I was saying. He was just saving himself a little bit of fuel and a little bit of tires to make that count at the end of the race when it really matters the most, right? Half second up now. Pulling purples, and he's a half second up over the fastest lap on track. So Barr really on the move. Now, back to what I was saying. How you treat your tires at the beginning of the race is how they're going to treat you at the end, right? So if you treat your tires well at the beginning of a race, they're going to be better tires at the end of the race, therefore treating you better at the end of the race. So, a little bit of racing information there for y'all that you might not have otherwise thought of or not known. So, Taggart 2 is still firmly in P3. He has a 6.3 second gap over Unseen Throne back there in P4. Now, Unseen Throne having himself a heck of a race as well. Has got an 8-second gap over Type R. Now, Trone Colby, having come out of the pits just behind Type R here, finds himself in P6. Magic Man having to take another pit stop too, and he's currently in P7. Formula One in P8. We got Bandit Zeke now doing a fantastic job on the move, having now moved up into P2, and Chip Reese rounding out your field here today for P10. And there it is, guys. There it is, guys. Apex's bar beating Ray Finkel's lap time by nearly a full second. Very nearly a full second. And I'll tell you, it's, yeah, so close to a full second. It's 0.08 of a second off being a full second faster than Ray Finkel here. So Ray sitting very comfortable on lap 23 with 13 and a half minutes remaining in this race. So again, 6, perhaps 7 laps left remaining for Ray here. Barr looking really comfortable place right now. He's got a 4-second gap over Taggart 2X. Looking like he may come away with a nice, really hard fought podium position here on this race. And I'm thrilled for him. That fantastic racing, bar the one incident. He has been absolutely just flying around this track here tonight. Okay, so everybody really spreading themselves out a bit. Trone and Type R here having a battle. So we'll stick with these guys for the time being. Oh, Type R getting a little wide there. Allows Trone to go along the inside, but now Type R's going to have the inside for the next corner. Good battling going on here, y'all. And Type R manages to maintain the position. Wow, great racing by those two gentlemen. The Honda Genesis and the BMW getting after it, all over one another. Neither one of them willing to relent a position. Now, I can tell you this much. Trone is going to have the inside corner, inside of the next corner, if he so chooses. He's in the draft well enough to where he could pull out, and he's going to attempt it. And I don't blame the man. Oh, a little bit of a bump there. Type R, look at that. Yes, sir. Let's go. Absolutely fantastic racing by these two gentlemen racers. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Great racing going on. All right, now we do have another. Oh, right there. What? It was right there. Okay, let's get back on those guys. This is where your battle is at currently on the field. Yeah, these guys are battling hard too. That Genesis, though, guys, I can tell you, it's a sleeper car. People overlook it, and it is a good car. It really is. Every time I see somebody race it or race it myself, it really surprises you. That Genesis, a good, clean, fast race car, well handling. Maybe not the greatest on top speed, maybe not the greatest at anything, but whoa, Trone getting it a little bit wrong there and is now falling back 1.8 seconds. Trone tagging the wall there, trying to gain that gap, and now Trone falling back to 4 seconds behind Type R. 4.5 seconds. So Formula One in P7, Magic Man in P8, and that nice little looking fireball livery there. We got Chip Reese in P9 and Bandit Zeke here in P10. We got Ray still leading this race, but only now by 21 seconds as Bars picked up a second on him. So we are on lap 25 we are approaching in 10 seconds will be 8 minutes left in this race. So approximately 4 laps. I don't think they'll get a 5th lap in. But Barr flat cruising now. And Taggart 2X Barr running away with this race now has now opened up a gap of 10.3 seconds over Taggart 2X. And Unseen Throne here catching up Taggart 2X. Really working. He really wants that podium position there. He's going to do all he can to catch up Taggart 2X here. And we'll see if he can do it. This will be really interesting. He's got enough laps. He's had the pace all race. We'll see if he can catch up to him. Yeah, going to be very interesting there. He just picked up like 0.3 of a second on him. Now Taggart having to, there we go. Beautiful job done by Chip Reese there. And just getting out of the way of these guys for the blue flag situation. But again, really closest battle on track right here. So, oh, nope. Get another battle back here still. And no, that's not a battle. That's just Bandit Zeke there using the draft of Drone Colby. So very good. There's your leader now with a 23-second lead over Apex's Bar 27. So something may have happened there. Bar may have had to have started doing a bit of fuel saving, perhaps. Not entirely sure. I'm sure that at this point in time, his tires are pretty worn as we're approaching the end of the track, end of the race. Now, Unseen Throne just 0.6 of a second behind Taggart 2X. So we're going to stay right here because really this is the most important battle on the field for the time being, or potential battle building here. And I gotta tell you, like I said, Unseen having the pace all race long, he will, in my opinion, he will very likely take this position and end up in P3. He's just 0.6 of a second now down behind him. 0.7, 0.8. Taggart getting a really good exit out of there. Out of that corner before this straight stretch here. This is a long straight stretch though. So, we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. These guys have just 4.5 minutes left of this race, so approximately 2 laps. So this is going to be very, very interesting as to whether or not these positions remain the same. Now we do want to catch Ray and Barr coming across the finish line here. As it looks as though if this race continues on, bar any incidents, on track again. Oh, Tagger having to come into the pits. Did not have enough fuel to continue the race, so that is going to give Unseen Throne P3. Boy, I don't know. And I got to tell you, that really puts him in contention for driver of the day as well. We can get you guys. Yo, Nick, appreciate the like on the stream as well, my guy. Apologies for having just noticed that. Thank you for the double like, my guy. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you. That does put Unseen Throne in the mix for the conversation for driver of the day as well, because he really battled well all race long to get to where he's at for P3. And it looks as though that's where he's going to finish. I think your order as far as P1 to P3, I don't foresee that changing. We are currently on lap 28. These guys might get 2 more laps. I really don't know. It may just be 1 lap. But now Unseen Throne, only 9 seconds behind Bar. 9.4 seconds behind Bar. So your race leader, Ray Finkel, or Bo Snipe, he has pretty much led the entirety of this race, apart from Trone Colby having led himself a few laps as well. And Trone now back up into P5, Tagger 2X having come out in P6 rather, after having pit. So yeah, this is going to be it. This is going to be the final lap. We're going to get onto your race leader. I do think race leader might get 1 more lap. Bar's really knocking that time down still. I don't know, man. It's going to be so close, guys. I don't know if he's going to get 1 more lap in or not. Apologies. Let's get back on board with the race leader here. In fact, we'll go on board with the race leader. Yeah, it looks as though your race leader is going to get 1 more lap. Oh, I don't know. It's going to be so close. If he would have just slowed down, he wouldn't have had to do the extra lap. Oh, no. He's got to do 1 more lap. Let's hope he don't run out of gas. Now let's see if Bar's not going to have to do 1 lap. So here will be Bar here crossing the line. He's going to finish P2. Oh. Wow, congratulations to Bar. What a great race he had. I'll tell you what. And Unseen Throne going to cross also and finish P3. So Wow, absolutely fantastic racing. Trone Colby going to manage to get a P4. Type R with P5, Tagger 2X with P6. Formula One will finish in P8. Chip Reese will finish P9, and Bandit Zeke will finish P10. That's going to give Magic Man P7. Oh, he was 2 seconds away from having that be his final lap, but instead he ends up getting to take a final lap all by his lonesome. Excuse me. Sheesh. And here's your race leader, man of the hour, Ray Finkel, coming across the line with the #1 podium position, takes P1. Fantastic race. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Bar and Unseen. And congratulations to all racers for a fantastic race here tonight with the GTRC, the GT4 Championship Series. Man, what a race that was, y'all. All right, all right, all right. Now, for the moment y'all been waiting for now, just to have ourselves that McLaren liked the gas a little too much. Yeah, it likes to drink. It's a pretty thirsty little car, I'll tell you what. All right. Wow. What a race. What a race Ray Finkel had coming out with the podium, #1 podium spot. Wow. Absolutely fantastic racing. Now, if we can get our drivers up in the Discord for your racer interviews, that would be fantastic. We need Unseen Throne up in here. We need Apex's Bar 27 up in here, and we need Mr. Ray Finkel up in the Discord chat, please. Hello. Okay, okay. So hopefully these guys will join up in here rather shortly. But man, wow, guys, gals, incredible racing going on here tonight with the GTRC, the Gran Turismo racing community. Again, this is the GT4 Championship Series, and once again, sponsored by Apex's racing team and Mr. GT45 Gaming. This has been the Pro Am division, and we've just seen an hour of some absolutely fantastically good racing here. Drivers, drivers, drivers. If you are here, jump up into your chat on Discord. Hey, there we are. That's perfect. We got Unseen here jumping up in the Discord. And we wanted to chat with him first. Anyways, that's fantastic. Here comes the drivers. Fantastic, good stuff. All right, all right, all right. Congratulations, Unseen Throne, on your P3 podium finish here tonight. What a fantastic race you had, my guy. Um, It looked you battled all race long, up until lap 27. It took you to manage to get yourself up into that P3. But you did it, man. Sitting on the podium tonight. Tell us about your race, my guy.
Um, it's a fuel saving track. So that's all I was doing. I was short shifting like crazy. I know Simon and somebody else were fighting it out, and I just let them fight it out because I knew they were burning gas. And it's just one of those things, you know. It's just you kind of have to think about it like that. I was just trying to sit behind, get in slipstream, save gas, and that was my strategy. I knew I could do a one stop, and that, you know, Tron went for the two stop again, but that pit is so long. It's like, I don't know if that's the best strategy on that track, but
Yeah, no, absolutely correct. They're unseen. Pit delta, it seemed to be right around 50 seconds. So, like you said, that's a really long pit delta for any race. But even an hour long race. But I'll tell you, you did a fantastic job, my guy. You did exactly what you said. You just kind of hung back, let the battles happen, just kind of ran your race, and it got you to a P3, man. Absolutely, congratulations. Now, uh, tell me, is that kind of what you expected? Did you expect this week to come in and manage to get a podium finish, or were you confident in that, or were you a little bit
yeah,
in doubt?
yeah, absolutely. Because this past week, I was actually, you know, training a lot on this course with Joe Snipe and a few other people. My teammate, Bo Fushidara, shouts out to all of them, and they got my time a lot quicker because I was running at first. I was running 202s, mid 202s, and then I got down into 2 minutes. So, but really, like I said, on an endurance track, it really doesn't matter how fast you're running. It really just matters about your strategy, really. I mean, if you can run fast, that's great, but something like this, you really need to be fuel saving, and you know, you just need to know the tracks that you're on, basically.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. Really, consistency and your strategy going into a race is it's gonna win you races, and you proved that here tonight. And I also got to say, you're definitely. I mean, I leave it up to the audience to vote for it if y'all want to vote for, driver of the day, whoever y'all think. But I would have to say you're definitely in the conversation for that, because you fought and battled the whole race. You had a winning strategy. You had pace, and again, you ended up on the podium in P3. So absolutely, congratulations to you, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, certainly, certainly, you're welcome. Now, I am unawares. Do you happen to know what the track is next week, and how are you feeling about next week, partner?
I'm not sure what the track is next week, honestly. It's an Italian track, I think. I'm not
Matador.
sure. Yeah, we go through so many of them. I honestly don't know the schedule, um, but yeah, I mean, I'll start practicing for next. I'm halfway decent on a lot of these tracks, so I mean, I just need to dial it all the way in, basically.
I think I heard somebody come in saying it's Majori.
Yes. Oh, that.
Yeah, it's Matador.
All
All
right,
right.
good
There you go.
stuff.
Yeah, ask Bar. He knows it all, man. That's a man to ask right there.
Well, that's who we're definitely going to be speaking to here very shortly. But again, I definitely want to say absolutely congratulations on your P3 finish here tonight. Well done. That Ferrari is definitely not an easy car to drive. I know I've driven it in league races before, so well done, man. Congratulations again.
Yep. Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for making it into the interviews as well. It's always great to talk to you, racers.
Yep, yeah, I got a couple shout outs real quick, especially to Team Ferrari because I know my teammate placed up there. I don't know exactly what position he got, but we definitely need the points. So And thanks to Bo Snipe and Bar, great racing guys. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Good
Thanks
stuff.
to you too, Nolander. I appreciate you commentating everything.
Hey, good stuff, man. Absolutely. You're most welcome. I'm super stoked to be here. So thank you, man. It's my
All
pleasure.
right, bro.
All right, buddy. You have an absolutely blessed day, and we'll chat with you later and hopefully on another podium position for you, man.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. All
All
right,
right, see ya.
guys. Take care, partner. All right, guys, we just heard from Unseen Throne there. What a fantastic race he had. But now we're going to move on to Apex's bar. And as far as getting the vote for the driver of the day, this is my chosen driver for the day. Apex Bar had himself a most unfortunate incident on lap 4. He was in P2, dropped him all the way back to P8, and he battled the entire rest of the race. And still manages to get a P2 here tonight. Man, Bar, what a race you had. Great job, man. Tell us a little bit about it.
I appreciate the driver of the day vote. I definitely wasn't expecting that. Yeah, as you said, I made that mistake early on. I honestly don't even remember what corner and all that, but after that, I just tried to keep calm and drive on. I was like, I think 8 seconds from that three-way battle, which I gotta thank all three of those guys for battling so I can catch up. And yeah, I did that one-stop strategy. It worked out pretty well. And my end result, I'm pretty happy with second place.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how couldn't you be when you, like I said, you fell back to P8, had that very fortunately for you, you had three people that were in front of you that were battling. Great battle, too, by the way, from those guys. Tagger, Type R, and oh boy, I don't see any more names up on here anymore. I forget who the other one was, but they were having an exceptional battle. Beautiful racing. We did get to catch it. We watched quite a bit of it, but we did keep mentioning that their battling was allowing you to close up that gap, and thankfully it did just that for you, and your one stop ended up working out. And you also, by the way, ended up with fastest lap on track, beating uh, uh, Ray Finkel here, his fastest lap by nearly a full second. So definitely congratulations on that, and congratulations again on your P2 finish. Now, did you was it the plan the whole time to go with the one-stop strategy, knowing, or did you have any idea that the pit delta here was such a long one?
I definitely knew the pit stops was pretty long. I was planning on one stop the beginning of the race. Uh, my racing Team Apex, helped me understand pretty much almost all races. You one stops can be faster, which proved it today. And yeah, I definitely lost for words. I definitely was not expecting that almost a full second quicker than Bo, but I'm just in disbelief on that fastest lap.
Yeah. Well, you were absolutely looking really good before and after your incident. Now, from my perspective, I had just switched to you and just seen you. Did you just gap it a little bit hard coming out of the corner there? Do you recall, or?
I honestly don't remember.
Well, that's what it looked like from us. It looked like you just got on the gas a little bit too early and a little bit too hard, and it just spun you. That's the kind of slide that it looked like to me. But either way, man, absolutely congratulations coming back. For me, definitely driver of the day, man. You had a superb race coming back from P8 fighting your way the whole race. It took you pretty much. I think you managed to get P2 back with like 5 laps remaining or 6 laps remaining. But man, what a drive from you out there tonight, man. Tell me how you feel about next week at Majore.
Uh, that definitely a track I don't really like, and I'm definitely pretty weak on that track. But uh, I most likely won't be able to make next week, or not next week, but the 2 weeks. I'm probably not gonna be able to make it.
Unfortunate, buddy, but you know what? We all understand life has to come first. Real life's definitely got to come first. But as far as next week goes around Majority, man, get with them Apex boys, man. They're definitely. If I know one thing about the Apex team, they're absolutely fantastic about working with their teammates and helping them get through um, tracks that they don't feel comfortable on. They really help to improve their lap times, their race strategies, and just overall improves their racecraft. So big shout out to Apex Racing Team for that, because they definitely, it's really much like a family. They really help one another out, and that's always fantastic to see. But anyhow, yeah, shout outs and thank yous for you, my guy.
I do have a couple. I want a big shout out to Apex Jakey and Apex Pigums. They definitely really helped me out with getting faster on this track. My like Throne said earlier that I was at like a 202 before they helped, and then now, as you've seen, I got like a minute 59. I want big thanks to them. Big thanks to No Lander and Ghost for the amazing commentary. And then one thing I think Throne forgot. I want to thank all the fans who watched the stream and vote, or what's the word I'm looking for cheering on their favorite drivers.
Absolutely, man. Well said. Yeah, definitely. The racing's great. Racers are great. All the guys that put in the work behind the scenes, man, they're great. Yourself as well,
Yeah, that
man.
too.
Yeah, yeah. Fantastic racing here from you tonight. Yeah, just all the way around, and absolutely look forward to speaking with you again, sir. And definitely appreciate all the thank yous and whatnot. And you're most welcome, my guy.
Yep. Thank you.
Good stuff, man. You have yourself an absolutely blessed night. We are going to talk with the man of the hour, the man of the day, the man for this race who has come out in P1 here tonight, absolutely taking charge of this race, having led nearly the entire race, all of a, but about 5 or 6 laps, I want to say, somewhere around there. Led it pretty much straight from the beginning. Um, let's see here. Yeah, from uh, lap 1 to lap 16. Lap 16 is where Trone Colby managed to get P1 and did hold it for 5 or 6 laps, maybe 10 laps actually. No, not quite that many. Anyways, wow. Ray Finkel or Mr. Bo, how you doing tonight, sir? How you doing? How was your race, partner? How did it feel for you?
My race went as I expected. My pace was what I expected. Everything I worked on during the week came to fruition. Nothing for me unexpected happened. It was a very smooth race. Strategy was spot on, and just try not to make any mistakes.
Well, absolutely. You absolutely did that. And most certainly, you definitely did have a very smooth race. Strategy was absolutely on point. And man, the results speak for themselves. P1 for you here tonight. Congratulations on that. Now, did you expect to come in here and have such a good lead over the rest of the field's quite fast drivers too? It Was that on even any kind of a thought for you coming in tonight?
My anxiety for this race started yesterday, so I was very anxious. I know that the other guys are very good. Other guys and gals are really good. Um, I tried to mentally prepare for the unexpected. Uh, some of the competitors, I was aware of their times and what they were doing. Others, I wasn't. So I just tried to prepare myself to be ready and put out there my best effort and hope that it would be enough.
Well, absolutely, man. And I got to say, preparation for races and your mindset getting into. I'm glad you mentioned that because that's all really really important. You're not, especially in these endurance races, you're not going to do well if you just come into them blind. It's just not going to happen if you don't have a strategy and if you haven't practiced that strategy enough to know that it's going to work. And as well as being prepared to perhaps alter that strategy if need be,
Hmm.
all really important components to an endurance race with this kind of tire wear and fuel consumption in an hour long race. But you did a fantastic job, man. Congratulations to you on your P1 um, finish tonight. Now,
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. You're welcome, man. Now, tell me, Majori, is that a track that you're comfortable on, or are you're having any kind of anxieties about that next week, or
Yeah, well, there's anxiety. There's always anxiety. I'm familiar with the track. I don't have my best speed yet, but there's lots of work to do. There always is. Always learning, always trying to be better. Even when you feel like you've done all you can do, in my mind, there's still more to do. So there's work to do, but familiar with the track and comfortable there. So looking forward to that.
hey, good stuff. And no, man, you're absolutely on point with everything you said here tonight. I couldn't agree more. Uh, you can. Oh, I don't care how fast you are. You can learn to be faster. You can get more pace. The only
Yes,
time you're going to reach a point to where you cannot get more pace, it's because you've pushed your pace to that car's on that specific track's absolute limits, and no matter how good of a driver you are, the car is not going to perform any better on that track. That's the only time where you're not going to be able to see your pace increase.
improvement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, I absolutely couldn't agree with you more, man. And again, definitely congratulations. Great race from you, man. You
Thank
just
you.
walked
Thank
away.
you.
Yeah, it was
Yeah. Thank you very
incredible.
much.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Good stuff to watch. And we did finally manage to get on board with you there and do a lap with you. I was caught up in the middle of battles here and there on the track, and I just couldn't get to it for a while. But we managed it, so you got your on board lap, buddy.
Gotcha. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't. I was going to say I didn't know if you noticed, but even when with my strategy and what I had planned and worked out, if you watch my fuel trim, I was playing with the fuel trim a couple different times in the stints to try to see if I was trying to alter a little bit to try to help myself out. So I didn't know if you had caught any of that, but yeah, well that's good. I'm glad glad you got a lap, and I hope it was a good lap that you got to ride along with.
Yeah, yeah, it was a good one, man. And I don't recall whether or not it was an entire full lap, and it definitely wasn't from the very
Okay.
beginning, like I almost always do. I almost always manage to get on right at the beginning of the lap with the race leader and take a full lap with him, much like
Yeah.
GT45 does. In fact, I learned it from him. Excellent
There
commentator.
you go.
I've
Yep.
I've learned
Yep.
so much from the man.
Just
He's
keep learning. Yep. Just continue learning.
exactly, exactly, and it's not just racing that applies to. Much with everything in your life, you can always find improvement. You can always find ways to make things easier on yourself, less stressful, and the more you practice it and whatnot, the less stressful it is, right? So, yeah,
Yep. Exactly.
yep. Well, I'll tell you what, man, absolutely been a pleasure speaking with you, and again, congratulations on your P1 finish here tonight. And any shout outs and thank yous for you, my sir.
Yeah. A special shout out to GTRC for putting on these events and all the work they do behind the scenes. Thank you to my teammate Doug. Barrow 13 for all he does. I hope his race went well. Big shout out to Barr and my good friend Throne. They had an excellent race. Glad to see both of them on the podium this week. Thank you to Apex Racing for supporting the GT4 championship. That's always appreciated. Appreciate all they do for us in that. Special thanks to you and GT45 for all the commentating. Appreciate the exposure. We love that a lot. Thank you to the fans for taking the time to watch. We enjoy their participation. Glad to hear that they're participating in the vote for driver of the day. That is outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just an overall great day. Like I said, everything went as I had hoped and planned it would. Pretty smooth day.
Excellent, man. Excellent. Absolutely. And again, appreciate you for taking your time to join us here
Yeah, man.
for the interviews, buddy. And
Yeah, like I told GT45, anything you need, we'll get it done.
good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, definitely look forward to hopefully catching you on another podium interview, my guy.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it.
All right, good stuff, man. You have yourself an absolutely blessed night, buddy.
You do the same.
Thank you, thank you. All right, all right, all right, guys. We got Madam Mel Dixon coming up in the stream with the share and the like on the stream, as well as Mr. Danny, otherwise known as D.90. And we got Steven or Stefan. I can't remember the last name is which you're the one that likes to be called Steven or not. But appreciate you guys and all the likes on the stream. Thank you guys for being here and supporting the stream. It's absolutely wonderful. And much like Mr. Bose said there, you guys, thank you all so much. I want to say a special thank you to the guys behind the scenes that put in hard work week in and week out with the GTRC. Um, Copy that. Copy that, Steve. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Oh, okay. Good, good, good. I'm glad you mentioned that. I like to know who people are. So, hey, really good race to you, too, by the way, man. You guys were having a fantastic battle. Let me know up in the stream here, uh, um, Tagger. It was you, Type R, and was it Unseen that was having that three-way battle? You guys were having a heck of a battle that lasted quite some time for laps. Yeah, yeah, dingo fuel. Yep, yep. Strategy, it'll make or break you, man. I'm telling you what. But absolutely, I definitely want to say a big thank you to the sponsors for the GTRC and Apex Racing Team and Mr. GT45 Gaming, as well as for the GTRC themselves for putting on a fantastic league here tonight. And of course, want to say a huge thank you to High Pre for the fantastic graphics that you guys see here. Uh, if y'all are needing graphics done for your league races or whatever it may be, look no further than High Pre. The guy does an absolutely stand up job, very very professional. He gets the stuff done in a timely manner, and he does graphics for people all over. I mean, like all over the place. If you're watching sim racing, you're probably seeing High Priest graphics. So um, keep keep on keeping on using that guy because he does a very good job. D.90 coming in and says, keep smashing it, no lander. LY bro, keep growing. Hey, lots of love for you, my friend. Lots of love for you. D.90, guys, another absolutely epic Facebook streamer, guys. D.90 on Facebook. If you don't know that man, go and give him a big old like and a follow on his page because I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for that guy, No Lander Gaming wouldn't exist, and at least it wouldn't have existed at the time that it did. Hey, Carl, absolutely appreciate the like on the stream as well, my guy. Madam Mel, absolutely. Hope you and yours are well also. And thank you again also to you too for being here and for coming and supporting the stream. Always coming in hot with the shares and the likes. Well appreciated to all you guys. Thank you guys so much to all the fans for the likes, the shares, um, the comments, just coming and hanging out with the fella. You guys' continued support is absolutely just a total blessing to me. And you are all a bunch of all stars in my book. I don't care what anybody says about you. Y'all are all stars. So definitely thank y'all for that. Well, my guys, my gals, dang, oh, what a race. What a race. What a race. And I'll tell you what, I really like Majori. And these guys are all such close competitors that then I can't imagine this race being any different than. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I left that lobby due to it being closed down, and so now it's checking network environment and kind of muffed it up there a little bit, you know. But I'm gonna watch it back while waiting for my Apple. Ooh. Ding old apple cobbler or a crumble or a cubble. Either way, it's got apple in it. I'm sure it'll be great. Good stuff, guys, gals. So, for those of you that are available, we do have crumble. My bad. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that because I knew the apple crumble was your favorite. But yeah, we do have another stream coming up here in here. Well, here, my phone's done charging now, so I can grab it and tell you exactly. Oh man, apologies. I still haven't managed to get absolutely everything within perfect reach of me, as I've only got, like I said at the beginning of the stream, two little end tables next to me. So I got my laptop, my little soundboard, my mic and stand, notepads, controllers, uh, my spectacle cleaners, flashlight, remote controls. We got cables and cords everywhere. Oh my goodness. Yeah, indeed. He's definitely all about the crumble. Yep. And I got to tell you, it's one of my personal favorites as well. You can't go wrong with an apple crumble. You just can't. Yeah, and as far as that goes, you can't go wrong with any type of crumble. I actually prefer it over pie myself or any other form of baked goods. Hey, we got Mark Robin Stanford also coming in with the like on the stream. I appreciate you, my guy. How we doing? How we doing? Hope that you and yours are well. You want to see my desk? I'm telling you, it's crazy, huh, man? People just have no idea the amount of just wire management alone. Yeah, right. Yeah, just wire management alone for streaming is one heck of a chore. And the more things you add into it, you keep having to redo it. Like, oh my goodness, it's so much work just the wire management alone, not to mention all the other stuff that you have to do. I'm not a pie or kind of crumble kind of girl. I'm all about the cake. I have 5 monitors, mate, where management is so stupid. Oh man, I can't imagine having 5 monitors, my guy. I've got my TV and I got a laptop. But you know what's crazy is my TV that I race with or game on is 55-inch TV. I got a 42-inch sitting just behind me over here, and that's going to be what I'm going to use for chat eventually. So that chat is like really big, so that I could read it really easy and really fast while I'm racing because it messes up my racing so much. I know you know how that goes, D. Oh man, I've never had a guato, if that's spelled correctly. But hey, you can't go wrong with chocolate. I'm telling you right now, I don't care what it is. Chocolate. Just give me the chocolate. But okay, so guys, gals, as I was saying, it's nearly 2 o'clock now. I have a whole entire another stream to prepare for. I race on a 75. Feels so real. Can't wait to race in VR. Yeah, man. Speaking of VR, I tried to go and pre-order the VR, the PSVR 2. Um, and I just went to GameStop to pre-order it. Well, as it turns out, guys, if you are trying to pre-order the PSVR 2, good luck because pre-order's done and over with already. Like they started pre-ordering for it 2 months ago, and I just found out that it was even coming out like 4 days ago. So I got boned on that. Um, ooh, sponge cake. I do like sponge cake better than regular cake. Yeah, for sure. Uh, but yeah, pre-ordering for PSVR 2 is done and over with. Um, And as far as being able to order one, you have to order it directly from PlayStation. And from my understanding, well, at least what I was told last night at GameStop is that they believe that they are actually currently sold out of them already. So they may or may not even be available. But I'll tell you what, if you're looking to get one, as expensive as they are, and from all the little bit research that I've done. I watched 2 YouTube videos on it. And then I got a little bit of information from people here and there, and then a little bit of information from the guys at the GameStop. And I can tell you right now that the way it's looking, the PSVR 2 is going to be better than any of the rest of them. It has the haptic feedback on the VR set itself. So like when y'all know what haptic feedback is. You know, you come into a corner and your tires start to get to squealing on you. You're going to feel that in the headset itself. The MetaQuest is only $50 cheaper, my guy. I looked into it last night. It may be different over there, but from all of the other options that the PSVR 2 is going to give you, the additional options, the extra $50 is well worth it. So for one thing, the PSVR 2, it has it's either a button or another screen on it. It's like a button that you push to where you see just like you do without the headset on, so that you can actually read chat and whatnot. You don't have to take the thing on and off. Either that, or it's just an external little screen that you flip up instead of taking the whole thing on and off, which you don't really have to take it off. You just kind of have to move it up, and it kind of feels funky, I'd imagine. But it's also supposed to be really nice and lightweight, super comfortable, and the graphics. I heard that they're doing it's an eye recognition thing. So wherever you're looking at, it recognizes that your eyes are looking on that. So D.90 says people only going PSVR 2 for GT7. MetaQuest has way more games, y'all. So that is something to take into consideration for sure, because you don't want to be limited on the amount of games that you can play, right? But yeah, like you were saying there, PSVR 2 is supposed to be 100% completely and totally fully compatible with GT7. So, um, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Do your research, because I can tell you what, they're all expensive. The PSVR 2 set is more expensive than a PlayStation 5, guys, by $50. So, uh, take it into consideration, do your research, and make sure that you get what it is that you're really going to want, because it's anytime you're spending that much money, you really want to make sure you're getting what you want. But that being said, guys, I most certainly do need to get up out of here. Y'all hang around, stick around. We'll find somebody here. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Hmm. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it up to chat. Who do you guys want to raid? Y'all want to raid Cartier West Gaming or Miller Time Gaming? Post it up in the chat. Miller just came live. He only has 2 viewers currently. That would give him 9. Cartier West has 9 viewers already. Hey, thank you, Mel. Thank you. Absolutely appreciate you. Good night to you as well. We got 1 vote for Miller. I say Miller too, so that's 3 votes because mine counts as 2. Because he only has 2 viewers. All right, guys, we will go and raid Miller Time Gaming. Y'all, if you would, at least pop in just for 90 seconds. Tell him No Lander Gaming sent you. Give him a big old like. If you're new to his, dang it. I pushed the wrong button, y'all. All right, all right, all right. Because I know we're still recording on OBS, I will say, God bless you all. God is love, and y'all are loved by God. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Um, and to the GTRC, all the sponsors, Apex Racing, GT45 Gaming, and High Pre for the wonderful graphics he does. Thank you all so much. Absolutely appreciate you guys. And we shall catch you again here in 2 weeks again for GTRC round 4 at Lago Maggiore. All right, y'all. All right, all right, all right. Until next time, we'll check you laters. Take care now.